here. Welcome to another video. Today I am going to be diamond painting and just chit-chatting with you guys for a little bit. I am working on Cozy Morning Coffee by Hannah Lynn, and this is from Hannah Lynn's company. And I am getting closer finally to finishing this one. I have flipped this one upside down. I am starting to work on her hair, which is really exciting because I've been working on this since last April off and on. And I am enjoying it, but there has been a few issues with this, and I am going to have a post review once I do finish it. But for now, I am just enjoying the process. I am going to be outlining her hair, and I'm having a hard time seeing. I may have to move this over already. This pen is from Amazon. My daughter got it for me for Christmas, and it has like a 4 or 5 placer on it. I am used to a much higher placer, but that's what came with this pen, and I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and I'll just use that. And on this canvas, I've been able to multi-place some, but for the most part, after I have been working on this for a while, quickly realized that this is one that really needs to be more single place and multi, at least for me anyway. But at least I'm getting to the finish line. But let me know how you guys are doing. I hope that everyone is doing well, that you had a really nice weekend, and you've had time to recoup before another week begins. It is Monday for me. I'm hoping to have this out on Tuesday, my normal day that I do either WIP Chats or I do vlogs, and decided this week I would just go for the WIP Chat and do a vlog next week. I need to work on my process on how I'm doing vlogs and making some changes as I go. I'm learning. I am watching other vlogs and see what other vloggers are doing in relation to diamond painting. And so I am kind of starting to get the hang of it a little bit better of what I want to do. So hopefully you guys are having a good start to your week. So far I am, but the week is very young. We are going into our last week of classes at my full-time job, which is really exciting, but it's also very stressful. It's a lot of work at the end of the semester, especially for the spring semester. We're getting ready for graduation, which I'll be attending. And now we are having 3 graduation ceremonies instead of 2. And we were able to only go to 1 a year. And now we get to decide what we wanted to do and sign up ourselves. Well, apparently a lot of people have been neglectful on their sign-ups or attending, and so now they're going to automatically sign us up for one of the 3, and I think everyone has to attend for both the fall and the spring, which is okay. I don't mind. I would just prefer that I attend the morning time. I hope they don't put me in the night. I really wish that they would let us choose or determine which one we would at least prefer. Hopefully they can look back and see that over the years, I've never gone to one at night. I've always gone to one during the day. So maybe I'll get lucky, but I will also, after the next couple of weeks, I'll have more time to diamond paint in between semesters. We don't start summer until the end of May, early part of June, and then I'll be going to Vegas with work. So we will just have started this semester, and I'll be on a plane to go to Vegas, but that's fine. I'll have my computer. All my classes this summer are online, so that also gives me more time to diamond paint over the summer. I typically get more done in the summer diamond painting wise, and also trying to get things done around the house. Last year we had just moved here, and so I spent my entire summer trying to get the house together And believe it or not, we've been here a year. I still have 4 rather large boxes, well, I should say medium boxes, still in our garage with my name on it. I don't even know what those boxes, I don't know what's in there. I don't know if it's crafts. I had them all labeled really good. And then my husband started moving the boxes around and using the boxes instead of going and buying more. When we ran out, we would empty a box and then go get more. And he didn't give me time to go through and mark the box. It just has my name on it. So, or at least I think it's mine. It may be an older box. It may not even be my box. But that's one thing that I definitely have to work on, because it could be some diamond painting things in there. Who knows? We'll find out, and I'll have to share with you guys if it's for my craft room. But that's kind of my plan for the summer. And this past week, we really didn't do a lot, but it was still pretty busy on our end. I kept Claire for a few hours on Friday, and she was feeling okay, but she was kind of congested. She's been congested a lot, and Madison thinks that is due to allergies. She has a doctor's appointment coming up, and so Madison's going to talk with them about allergies, and she's also teething. So a lot's going on with baby Claire. She's officially 6 months old as of this week, I believe. Maybe it was the end of last week. But anyway, she's officially 6 months old, and she's doing lots of things. I mean, she's starting to teeth, and she's getting really mad and frustrated because her teeth or gums are hurting. You can't blame her. It's not fun to have your teeth hurt, especially when you don't have any teeth. And she's also been a little on the congested side, and she's starting to sit up unsupported for just a few minutes, more like a couple of minutes. And then she kind of flops over, and so we're right there. One of us was right there with our hand ready to grab her. That she is loving that. She's also starting to sit up, or the way how you are in a crawling stance. She's doing that. And she moved backwards a couple of times at daycare. We haven't seen her. Well, I've seen her once, but it just was for a split second. And Madison said that she was doing that at home a little bit too. And daycare said that once they start moving backwards, then they're going to start crawling. So I can't believe that our baby Claire Bear is going to be on the move. So that's going to be a lot of fun to see her. She's playing with toys. We're finding out what toys that she really loves. She loves Pooh Bear. I have been trying since before she was born to get the parade from Diamond Art Club. So if any of you guys ever see that it comes back in stock, try to poke me, do something. I am watching it. I have my email has been alerted. Madison's has been alerted, so that once it does come back in stock, maybe one of us will see it and we can go ahead and grab it. And then I will have to change around what I'm working on, but it will be well worth it just because I will get it done for her. I'm moving over a little bit. I didn't realize that I was kind of out of camera. I'm kind of going all over on the square here. But that's kind of an update with her. We had a good time playing together, and Paige was helping out a lot too. And then after Claire left, Paige said, "I'm just exhausted. I'm going to go stretch out for a minute." And I'm like, "You're 24. How can you be exhausted? She's 6 months and you're 24 and you're playing with her." And she said, "I guess babies are a lot of work." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am. They are definitely a lot of work." Especially Claire, because she is very inquisitive. She has been since she was born. She doesn't like to take naps, so you don't really get a break there, which is fine. But then she starts to get a little on the fussy side because she's tired. And she fights it. She's rubbing her eyes, trying everything that she can to stay awake. But she sleeps all night, so that's definitely a blessing, because my kids didn't. They did not sleep all night, and I was up 2 or 3 times with them until they were like in their 3 or 4 when they started going to pre-K. So that's kind of an update on her. Madison has been working. She's really tired from working. She works 4 days a week, and we thought that she was going to be off every Friday, but apparently not. Sometimes she's going to be off on Fridays, and it looks like sometimes she's going to be off on Mondays. So this week, she has a longer weekend, longer time off, because she was off for Friday and for Monday. But I don't know about her schedule for next week, how long, if she's going to have to work before she gets a break. So that's going to be kind of hard if it's more than 4 days in a row. She doesn't like that. But she's enjoying her job. She's learning a lot. She likes who she is working with. And she's going to start looking at how to sign up for reimbursement for school. Even though she's just started there, she's already getting full benefits. She's able to go to school, and they're going to pay for it. So she wants to go back and get her RN, because she wants more than just an LPN. That was just to get her started, really. So she would at least have not only the certified nursing assistant, she would also have an LPN, which is a lot easier to get a job, and it's also quite a bit more money than just a certified nursing assistant. So there is that. My husband has been really sick, but it's really weird because during the day he wakes up, he's really stuffy, and then all of a sudden he's fine. But at night, when he goes to bed, as soon as he lays down, he starts hacking up a lung. Sounds terrible, can't hardly breathe. And so he's been sleeping in our den. Like, I know you're not getting very much sleep in there, but he said he was, and he says he was well rested. And he felt good enough for us to go out to dinner on Saturday. We went to a local barbecue, and I am from Memphis, and it's not Memphis barbecue, but it's actually really good. It is close. Not close enough, Kay, if you are watching, but it's doable, and until we can get back to Memphis and get some real barbecue. I've been in Atlanta for many, many years, and we have been looking for that perfect barbecue restaurant. We found some good ones. This one is about as good as we have really had. That's, close by, and that's actually more on the type of barbecue that I like. But that was really good. We got to sit outside. We love to sit outside. We do that quite often. We'll do that in the evenings, and so I take my diamond paintings outside. I have a little setup on our deck where I can work. This is a glare. I'm hoping that these are straight. But I am able to get a couple of hours of diamond painting in after dinner every night, so that's really good considering how many that I have going on. Paige is doing really well now that she's gotten rested from watching Claire. She sounds a lot better than she has. I think that this new medication is really helping her. She has an appointment next week, actually, to go and have quite a bit of extensive lab work done just to see about her thyroid and what's going on, if that's gotten better. So I'm really curious to see what they are going to tell me, if anything. She has not gone back to work just because every time that she gets out for very long, she starts to cough and lose her voice, and it's just awful. So I'm waiting to hear from her doctor. Once all of these testing is in, then we'll decide what she's going to do she may just volunteer at a local animal rescue that's close by. Our animals are doing really well. Molly is doing great. She is starting to calm down now. For some reason, she just got really high anxiety. I think it was from our so recent moves, and also that our other dog passed away, and they were just close buddies. And I know it's hard on us, and it has really taken a toll on poor Molly, and we just didn't want to get another dog. We probably should have, in hindsight, just for her, but I don't want to get a dog just for Molly. I don't want to have to worry about another dog, especially we'd get a small dog at this point, and Zoe would always get out of our fence no matter what we did. She always found a way to get out, and here, if she were to get out, it would be very dangerous, especially if she were to go down into what we call the forest, and that goes down to the river. There's all kinds of animals down there, I'm sure, and the path is not cleaned out because I know the people that lived here didn't do it, and we hadn't gone down there. I have no desire to go past our backyard. And it's also owned, part of it is owned by the Corps of Engineers, and so we just don't bother with that. So I was just kind of worried to have another dog, and with so much going on, I just really didn't want to have to go that route again. So I'm hoping that she is going to be okay. Her and Abby the cat, they every once in a while they shock me. They'll get close to each other and they kind of sniff and they wag their tails, and then they just kind of brush up against each other, and then they just go about their business. So I'm hoping maybe that that's a good sign. And it's not Molly. It is definitely Abby. I think Abby's just a little nervous. She's more like a special needs kitty. You have to really watch her, and she's just like more of a younger cat, even though she's almost 2. And they told us that it's going to take her a little bit longer on certain things. They didn't really say, you know what, didn't give me much information at the rescue. And so now I can see, but she's actually starting to come out on her own. So we've just had a lot of fun with her, and she absolutely loved Paige. You would think that Abby was more of a dog than a cat because she follows Paige everywhere. If she hears Paige, she comes flying down the hall. If Paige is gone, then comes home. And she's so happy to see her. It's really cute. But I've never seen a cat that is that affectionate to one person. She'll come in there when it's time to go to bed. She likes to come into our bedroom because her bed is in there, her main bed. But when she is up, she wants to be with Paige for the most part, which is good because that makes Paige feel really good too. And that's always a good thing. I have a couple of meetings that I have to go to this week, so definitely going to be busy. My husband's birthday is Friday, and I don't know if we're going to do anything or not. We'll see what he wants to do over the weekend. By Friday, he really doesn't want to go out or do anything, but he might since it's his birthday. We'll see. And then he has to change Madison's brakes on Saturday or Sunday. So I'll watch the baby, or get to play with her anyway, because they'll all come over here. Kyle wants to learn how to do some of the repairs and maintenance that Dave knows how to do. So he's been watching Dave working on some cars. He can do some things, but newer cars he can't, just because of all the electrical. Madison's car is a 2012, I believe, and it's almost to the point. There's certain things he definitely can't do, but changing brakes he can do. and it's saving a lot of money for them. So he doesn't mind. It doesn't take him very long, and he likes tinkering with cars. So that's something that he'll do over the weekend. He'll probably be done in an hour or so, if that long. Paige and I and Madison did go to a ramen bar for lunch on... When did we go? We went to lunch on Friday. No, it wasn't Friday. We went to... Paige, Madison, and I went to ramen bar on Saturday, and it was really good. We were going to take Claire, but they do not have an outside patio where... Making sure you can still see. An outside patio where we go at the restaurant that we go to. And so it's kind of noisy sometimes inside. It's a small place, but the noise really carries. And so they thought that she would be overstimulated, and, you know, I agreed. So the other one did have an outdoor seating, but it was kind of hot that day. And so, well, it was warm in the afternoon. So Kyle just said that he would keep Claire so we could go out and enjoy a late birthday lunch for me. And I had quite a bit left over. We all did. And we did take Kyle some home. So I have some chicken ramen that I'm going to finish for lunch today. That sounds really good right now. It's getting closer to lunch. So that's what I'm going to do. Paige has some left too. So that way I won't be having yet another sandwich. I'm always having sandwiches for lunch, and I get so tired of just a sandwich. It's just easier. Easy to go and make a sandwich and then get back to work. That's really all that is going on or has been going on around here. My mother-in-law is doing much better. She did not break her hip once they got in there, and they were really looking to see what she did, but I'm not sure how she did it, but she had a hip replacement several years ago, and she needed another replacement because that one was getting older. And something about the ball joint had, when she fell, it went into her other hip or something. I'm not really sure how that could happen, but anyway, she did not have a hip replacement. They just went in and they were able to make that repair. But she did go to a rehab facility. There's no way that she could go home. She cannot put any weight on that hip, that leg, for at least 6 months, and then it's going to be very limited. So she's staying in an assisted living that's close to her house, but her twin sister also is there, and she's been there now for years. She had a couple of strokes and ended up having to go there because she had so many health issues that she would be better off there. And they're helping her, trying to help her to rehabilitate. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but they're sharing a room. And so she was kind of excited to be sharing a room with her sister. And so that's been really a blessing for the family that they had the space where her sister was, because now her daughter, my husband's sister, who was living with their mom, so she could be there and help her for the most part when she wasn't working, she is now being able to do some things that she hadn't got to do in a long time because she was helping Pauline. So it's worked out, and Dave goes to the area where they live, where he grew up. He goes there once a week for work. And so he stops by and sees his mom and goes and checks on the house to make sure that nothing is needed, and asks if his sister needs anything. He's always able to go and help her. So that's been nice because he gets to go and visit his mom and his aunt for a couple hours before he comes home. So he's enjoyed that too. So I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I don't honestly see that she's going to be able to go back to the house. That house is built in the 1800s. It was a old mill house. When they had the mill, was a huge part of where the area where they used to live. And if you worked in the mill, you could purchase one of these little homes. It's like a little stick house. And whenever Dave's dad passed away, his mom wasn't in an area that was really conducive to her living there any longer. It had gotten really rough, and they were worried that something was going to happen to their mom. So he found this little house, and he helped have it fixed up and put new heat and AC in it. It's a cute little house, and we're always, or he is, I shouldn't say we, he's always getting offers from realtors and investors wanting to purchase the house. So if he ever needed to sell it, I don't think it would be really hard to sell, but he's not going to sell until he knows for a fact that she's not going to be able to go back home, or she doesn't want to go back home. He's leaving that up, to her. So for now, his sister is living there. So definitely one less thing we have to worry about. We don't have to worry about if the house is okay with her not being there, even though she's 91. But at least his sister's there. I need to decide if I'm going to buy Dave a cake for his birthday. He doesn't ever want me to do anything. He doesn't even want a card. I am getting him something, and I'm going to make him a card. He loves the nothing bundt cakes, the little mini cake buntts. And he came home yesterday with a couple. He had gone out and went shopping, and we love the bundt cakes. I don't know if you guys have the bundt cakes around you, but they are really good and addictive. So we did that last night after dinner. We sat outside. I had a glass of wine. He had a beer. And we had a candle lit. And we sat outside and we just talked. Ate our bundt cake. Had some music on in the background. That's some of my favorite times, is at night and when it's just a perfect night. And last night we didn't have to have a fan blowing. It's been pretty chilly here in the evenings, which is really weird. It's not usually like that in Georgia, but we've never lived in the mountains either, so that could also be a thing. But once the sun goes down, it gets a little chilly. We have to go and either get a sweatshirt or a hoodie or a jacket or something. But it hasn't been very cold where you just have to have a blanket or you have to have some type of heat, which we've done that before too. So we're actually really enjoying living out here. It's one of the best things I think that we did. It took us a couple years to find this house, but once we found it, we are just super, super happy here. And now it's time for me to buckle down and start getting things done around here, especially in my craft room. I've been doing things a little bit here and there in my craft room, but it definitely needs a refresh. I cannot see right here. There's a glare. I cannot see where this drill is. I know I dropped one. Okay, there we go. I'll have to straighten that when I'm done. But once I get my craft room set up, I will definitely show you guys what I've decided to do. I just have so much stuff. I've gotten rid of a lot of things. And this summer, I'm going to be getting rid of more. So diamond painting wise, I did have 2 videos that came out this past week. One was on my new release paper haul that I ordered from B's Crafty Corner, and I really love her release papers, and they're always so pretty. So I didn't have a huge haul this time. I did have a few, but I mainly wanted to show on that video how I use release papers for larger canvases, and that I don't cover my entire canvas with release paper. Even on my smaller canvases, I don't do that. I only like to do about a row, and sometimes not even that much on the larger ones. So if you hadn't seen that video and you're interested in working on a larger diamond painting, or just really release papers in general, check that one out. I also had another video that went out on Saturday, and that one was tag questions. It was kind of like a mini WIP Chat, I guess. I had some tag questions that I had found from Daphne from Diamond Painting Anonymous. She created a few, 10, plus a bonus, and so I did those. I also tagged some other creators, and also all of you are welcome. I would love to hear some of your answers. Some I've already seen. They're really funny. Some have emailed me or messaged me through Facebook or Instagram, and some of the comments on where they have found drills on their bodies and elsewhere has been just hysterical. And on some, I can definitely relate. These little suckers get everywhere. So that was really funny. It was a fun video to do too. So take a look at that. I would love to hear more responses. And then as far as what I'm working on, I have completed 1 diamond painting for the month. I don't think I will complete any more. I'm getting closer on this one, which makes me really excited. But I don't think I'm going to get this one done. I just have too much left on it to do. And I also, it's going to be a busy week this week. And then with my husband's birthday on Friday, we'll probably do something this weekend, go out, have a nice dinner or something. So I'm not sure how much diamond painting that I'll get done, or if I need to watch Claire. I definitely want to go over there for a little while before Saturday, before he does Madison's breaks over here, just so I can see her. I don't want her to forget me or forget us in just, a few days. And she seemed to remember. She saw me and started smiling, and she saw Paige and started smiling too. So I'm assuming that she remembered us, but she's a happy baby anyway. So I don't know, but I don't want her to forget us. And I get to where I miss her. I want to go over there and see her. So I'm not sure how much diamond painting that I'll get done between now and Thursday. I will have my month-end review on Saturday this week, and then on Thursday I have a short announcement for something that I'm going to start working on that I'm really excited about. Really looking forward to giving you guys all of the information. So looking forward to that. And if I don't get this one completed, it will be completed by early May. I do plan on working on a couple more diamond paintings in May. There's a couple of events. I'm not going to do events by officially signing up for an event. I did the one that was a ticket to ride. That was fun, but that's the only one that I'm signing up for officially for this year. Of course, J-Wall was mine, and then Finera, that will be mine too. So I'll be working on those, but I'm not officially signing for any events. There's a lot of events that I have heard of that will be in May and especially in June. It's like June is lit up. So that will be fun. I always like to see what people are working on. I always enjoy that. And then I thought about maybe if we wanted to do in the Crafty Diamond, not Crafty Diamond Crafts, but Crafty Diamond, my Facebook group, if we ever wanted to do any paint-alongs. I've seen a lot of other channels and creators that have been doing that. And if we ever want to do any, definitely can. So let me know your thoughts on that. It would just be a paint-along, probably every other month, or maybe once a quarter, whatever everybody wanted. It will not be any prizes or anything like that. So let me know your thoughts, or if there are enough content creators now that are doing them that you're not interested in having any more. And that is definitely understandable. So let me know about that too. Josephine Wall event is winding down. Actually on this upcoming Sunday. That one always goes by really fast. And I don't know. I'm noodling if I'm going to do it next year again. I'll decide. But I don't know if people are still interested in doing that event or not. So I'll have to talk to the group and see. But I'm still working on my Josephine Wall. I did post for underneath my Crafty Diamond Crafts and Crafty Diamond. I have posted my progress on my Josephine Wall, and it doesn't look like hardly any progress. I worked on that one a lot, and it's not, it does have some confetti, but it's not like confetti ugly confetti. It is just, it's confetti heavy, but it's not super, super heavy on the confetti, which is nice. But I was looking at it, and when I laid it out, I thought, gosh, it doesn't look like I've done very much. But the painting is huge. And so I have to take that into consideration as well, of how large the painting is, and that it's going to take a while to get to a row done on that one, but I'm getting close. But it is absolutely gorgeous. And I hate stopping on it because the drills are just perfect. The drills and the placement are just perfect. And that one's from Mirthful Diamond Painting. But I haven't really had a chance to work on very many of my WIPs for May because I was so busy with the Josephine Wall event. So I'll be getting back to those in May. But April, I'm going to go ahead and show them because I didn't show them on the mid-month WIP parade. I'll show you what I've worked on. The ones I haven't worked on, I don't know if I will show those or not. I'm thinking about doing a WIP parade. I'm not going to do a mid-month and an end-of-month because it's so close that by the time that I do it, it's time to do another one. And there's just not enough of a change to do that. So I think I'm going to stop here. I've gotten quite a bit of her hair done. Actually, doesn't look like it, but I've gotten quite a bit of her hair done. I will continue working on that later on today. Hopefully I can get this square finished, this section finished today on my lunch. If not, then I can definitely get this one done and finished tomorrow. And then you will be able to see my progress upcoming next week. Thanks so much for joining me. And until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.